Hi, I'm Eric Doucette with the Faithful Sidekicks, and today I want to talk to you about a very cool piece of gear that I happen to love called the Tonewood Amp. This is an effects unit for your acoustic electric guitar, specifically an acoustic guitar with a pickup. If your acoustic doesn't have a pickup, if you put a pickup in it, this will also work with that. What it does is it takes the electric signal from your guitar and you route that into the input of this. It then gets attached to the back of the guitar via neodymium magnets. And then this little electro diaphragm here vibrates and changes the sound of the guitar coming out of the sound hole completely unplugged. You can be wandering around, no amp, no anything else, and have effects like chorus and reverb and delay at the touch of your fingertips on your acoustic guitar. It's very cool. The way it works, you have to install a plastic X brace. It's a X in plastic with some neodymium magnets with double-sided tape. So you take the double-sided tape, put the brace in there. They give you a template to line up where you want to put the unit. You generally want the sound speaker diaphragm, whatever you want to call this thing, slightly below the sound hole on the back. And you can see that it snaps in like that. The neodymiums are very strong. And then there are rotor dials here that allow you to switch between different effects and even change the parameters. The dials are both push and rotary. So if you want to switch between different parameters, you just press it and then dial in the parameter you want, and so forth and so on. Changing between effects is just rotating the dial. There's a DI mode that allows you to lock it, so if you're playing a gig or something and you don't want to change the effect, you can tell it to not allow those changes to happen in case you bump it with your chest or side. And yeah, that's kind of the way this thing works. It uses 3 AA batteries. It does burn through batteries fairly quickly, so if you do get one, like me, I keep a stock of batteries in my guitar case specifically for this. The Tone comes with 8 different preset effects. Technically it comes with 9. The firmware updater allows you to swap in different effects. One of the effects that it shipped with was an overdrive distortion, which I never really found a good use for. It didn't sound great through this, but the other effect they supplied that you could put in its place is a chorus, and I love the chorus. But let's go through the effects and you can hear for yourself what they sound like. Here is, ignore that, the guitar without anything else. This is the hall reverb. The room reverb. Here's the plate reverb. Here's the delay. Here is a Tremolo Delay effect. Here is the Leslie effect. very similar to the tremolo. Here is the Autowah. My favorite, the chorus. This isn't the sort of tool that you would necessarily gig with. At least I personally wouldn't gig with it. Maybe one song or something. The addition of having it here right against your stomach, or pretty close to it, and the potential to knock it off in the middle of an energetic set or something is kind of an annoyance. But realistically, if you're playing the energetic kind of music that would result in this thing getting knocked off, you're probably not using these sorts of effects. These effects work great for slower, more melodic, finger-picky, strummy kinds of attacks. They don't necessarily... we can get some fun things with some pretty heavy attacks, but they're fast, switching cowboy chords wouldn't serve this very well. However, as a creativity tool, as a tool that allows you to get a different sound, just straight unplugged with nothing else, it's amazing. And it allows you to play with things, be able to say, hey, you know, this song could really use just a little bit of lushness. What happens if I just turn up the reverb on this thing? You've got that at your fingertips. If you're playing in like an informal song circle or something, you can bring out a performance that's different, and it opens up possibilities. For me, it opens up possibilities for creativity and for songwriting. Not as much in, you know, playing sort of pop, sort of acoustic that we do for the Faithful Sidekicks day in and day out, but it does for certain slower songs. It kind of gives me ideas on how to build things, so that when I get into the studio, I have ideas already in mind, and that's really invaluable. The unit runs about $250, includes one X brace. You can get additional X braces for around $30, so you can install it in every guitar you own if you so choose. I have it in one of my other traveling guitars, so that I can play with reverb and chorus on the road. And yeah, I mean, it's a great little unit. It packs down so tiny, and the neodymiums make it so easy. There's a lot to really like about this thing. So it's a fun tool to be able to expand your creativity and expand your acoustic playing. And it gives you a lot of really cool effects at your fingertips without the need for any amps or anything else. I recommend it. Check it out. The Tonewood Amp.
Let them fall like rain. Let them flow without restraint. Let them pass. Let the joy